Hey everybody, in this video I'm going to share with you one of the most important parts to making a quality sound on the instrument. Now, we all love equipment and we all love gear, and I think they're important. And sometimes I could probably obsess over these things as well. So to those of you who are just getting started out on an instrument, please note that the best equipment is not always going to be the answer to learning how to play the saxophone better. There are two things that are the most valuable assets that we have as saxophonists, and they're completely free. One is your air, and the other is your embouchure. So today, we're going to be speaking primarily about the saxophone embouchure and how to get the most out of it. Now, for those of you who have studied with me, you know that I view the embouchure as the control hub of the saxophone sound. If you look at any saxophonist that has a great sound, you'll notice that they all have solid embouchures. So let me take a step back and just say that when I say embouchure, I'm simply referring to the formation that the mouth takes around the mouthpiece and the muscles that are used to engage in that process. So let's talk about the first steps here. Step number one, you want to make sure you roll your bottom lip over your bottom teeth. Step two, firmly place your teeth on top of the mouthpiece. This makes it a little bit more comfortable, and I typically use mouthpiece patches like the ones you see here from D'Addario. I'll leave a link in the description if you're interested in trying these things out. Step 3, place your top lip on top of the mouthpiece. And step 4, focus the corners of your mouth inward, as if you were saying the syllables to or do. Now, the reed is of course the vibrating source and is needed to make a sound. So if you think about it, all the parts of your embouchure are focused in towards the center of the reed. Larry Teal in his manual, The Art of Saxophone Playing, illustrates it best. He draws a comparison to the saxophone embouchure and the spokes of a wheel. Here, all spokes, or in this case, parts of the embouchure, are focused down towards the center of the wheel, which is, in this case, the reed or the mouthpiece. My added thoughts on this idea of the spokes of a wheel is that I tend to really engage the muscles on the top of the mouthpiece and in the corners of my mouth. And my bottom lip just acts as sort of a cushion to the reed, being careful not to put too much pressure on the reed. Now, 2 pro tips moving forward. Try to experiment with how little or how much lip you have over your bottom teeth. I find that the less bottom lip you use, your sound may become more bright than if you used a little bit more. But if you use too much bottom lip over your bottom teeth, then that can make the sound become rather dead. So you have to find that sweet spot that works best for you. Secondly, be sure not to puff out your cheeks when you're playing. This will cause the bottom lip to spread out on the reed and it'll cause the sound to thin out a little bit, which we usually don't want. And finally, try to listen to as many professional saxophonists as you can to download those great sounds into your ear. Now, if you can, try to take some lessons with a seasoned professional. They can really help you dial in those specifics towards getting a better sound on the instrument. And for those of you who are interested, I do teach virtual private lessons. And if you're interested in something like this, just visit the link here, and I'll also link it in the description. I'll be more than happy to work with you and help you get the best results you possibly can out of the instrument. So that's it for this short video. If you like content like this, please subscribe to the channel, and until then, I'll see you next time.